Welcome to this presentation on Padartha and its classification. In this video, we will explore the meaning of Padartha, its principle, and its type as outlined in Ayurveda. Let's begin with the meaning of Padartha and Vijnan. Padartha is a Sanskrit term that breaks down into two components, that is Pada meaning word and Artha meaning that is earth. Together, Padartha refers to the object or meaning conveyed by a word. In this context, it relates to the fundamental entities studied in various philosophical systems. Vijnan refers to knowledge or science which deals with understanding these entities. Nirukti or etymology further explains Padartha as something that exists, can be known, and can be named. This, the three principles of Padartha are Astitvam, that is existence, meaning the entity must exist. Second is Abhideyatvam, means expressibility, meaning it must be describable by words. Tetniyatva means knowability, meaning it must be knowable or perceivable. Moving on to the six types of Padartha, that is Shat Padartha. First is Dravya, that is substance, the base for all actions and qualities. Second, Guna, that is quality, the attributes that define Dravya. Third, Karma, that is action or the movement and functions performed by Dravya. Fourth, Samanya, that is generality, denoting common traits shared between multiple objects. Fifth is Vishesha, that is particularity. It means referring to unique attributes. Sixth is Samavaya, that is inseparable relation, referring to the inherent connection between Dravya and its qualities. There are also four types of Abhava Padartha or non-existence. First is Pragabhava, meaning non-existence before the creation. Second is Pradvamsabhava, meaning non-existence after the destruction. Third is Atyanta Bhava, meaning absolute non-existence, something that never exists in any form. Fourth is Anyona Bhava, that is mutual non-existence, meaning one object does not exist in form of the other. Dravya. Explanation. Dravya is the fundamental substance that forms the basis of everything. It includes 9 categories: earth, that is Prithvi; water, that is Aap; fire, that is Tejas; air, that is Vayu; ether, that is Akash; time, that is Kal; direction, that is Dik; soul, that is Atma; and mind, that is Manas. Example 1 is soil, that is Prithvi. Example 2, water, that is Aap. Vriddhi and Kshay. Vriddhi, that is increase, that is excess accumulation of water in the body which causes edema. Kshaya means decrease, that is dehydration due to lack of water. Clinical application. Dravya is used in treatments via herbs, minerals, or foods, each with specific properties. For example, ashwagandha is used for strengthening, while triphala is used for detoxification. Purpose. The selection of dravya helps balance doshas and treat diseases. For instance, cooling dravyas, for example sandalwood, are used to pacify pitta-related conditions like inflammations or fever. Guna. Guna refers to the inherent qualities or properties of a substance. Ayurveda describes 24 gunas like heaviness, lightness, softness, hardness, cold, hot, etc. Example, coolness in water. And example 2, heat in fire. Vriddhi is excessive heat in the body causing fever, and Kshaya is lack of warmth leading to cold sensations or hypothermia. Clinical application. Guna dictates how a substance acts on the body. Light foods like green leafy vegetables are used to reduce kapha and excess weight, while heavy foods are used to strengthen weak individuals. Purpose. The balancing of qualities, that is gunas, is essential in treatment. If the patient has an excess of heat, that is ushna, substances with cold qualities, that is shita, like aloe vera. Karma. Explanation. Karma refers to the action or activity of a substance which leads to the change or transformation. Example, digestion of food, the action of digestive enzymes, movement of air or wind. Vriddhi, overactive digestion causing hyperacidity. Kshaya, weak digestion leads to indigestion. Clinical application. Clinical application. Karma represents the action a substance has on a body, such as digestive herbs like ginger, improving Agni, digestive fire, or laxatives like haritaki, promoting bowel movements. Purpose. Understanding karma allows practitioners to describe actions to rectify imbalances, such as stimulating digestion in a person with weak Agni or cleansing toxins through shodhana, that is purification. Samanya, that is generality. Samanya refers to the similarity or commonality among the substances or entities. Fire and sunlight both share the quality of heat. The second example is water in the river and in the glass both share the quality of fluidity. Vriddhi, excess heat in both fire and sunlight causing drought. Then Kshaya, decrease in fluidity of water leading to frozen water or ice. Clinical application. The principle of similarity is used to strengthen or increase a particular quality. For example, consuming oily and nourishing foods help in increasing body tissues, that is dhatu vriddhi. Purpose. Samanya helps in treating deficiencies by increasing similar qualities. For example, nourishing rasa, that is nutrient fluid, through milk and ghee in a person with weak tissues. Vishesha, that is specificity. Vishesha refers to the specific or unique characteristics, a substance that set it apart from others. Example, heat from fire is dry, while heat from water vapor is moist. Example 2. Sweetness of sugar differs from sweetness of honey. Vriddhi, over dry heat from a fire causing burns. And Kshaya, reduced sweetness in a fruit due to over ripening. Clinical application. Opposing qualities are used to reduce excess. For example, dry foods are used to counter excess moisture in conditions like edema, and light foods to reduce heaviness in obesity. Purpose. Vishesh is applied to decrease excess qualities in the body. For example, hot therapies are used for cold related disorders, that is vata and kapha, while cold treatments are applied in heat related conditions. Samavaya. Explanation. Samavaya refers to the inseparable relationship between two entities where one cannot exist without the other. Example, the relationship between sound and air. Example 2, the bond between a body and its soul. Vriddhi and Kshaya. Vriddhi, overamplification of sound in air causing noise pollution, and Kshaya, weakening of the body soul connection due to illness. Clinical application. Understanding inseparable relationships such as mind body connections aids in holistic treatments. For example, mental stress, that is manas, affects digestion. So, treatments involve both mind, that is meditation, and body, that is herbs. Purpose. Recognizing inseparable relationships helps create integrated treatment plans that address both physical and mental health. First is pragabhav, that is prior non existence. Explanation. Pragabhav refers to the non existence of a thing before it is created or manifests. Example 1. A chair doesn't exist before the carpenter builds it. A plant doesn't exist before a seed is planted. Vriddhi, excess waiting of time before a seed sprouts due to unfavorable conditions. Kshaya is a decrease in waiting time for manifestations. Example, a seed sprouting very quickly and ideal conditions. Clinical application. Understanding the absence before creation helps prevent diseases progression, such as addressing early stage imbalances to stop the manifestation of diseases. Purpose. Prevention oriented, recognizing potential imbalances before they become full blown disorders. Then Pradvamsa Bhava, that is destruction. Explanation. Pradvamsa above refers to the non existence of something after it is destroyed or ceases to exist. Example 1. A house that has been demolished. Example 2. A candle that has been completely burned out. Vriddhi. Prolonged absence of demolished house being rebuilt. And Kshaya. Quickly rebuilding after destruction, reducing the time of non existence. Clinical application helps in managing degeneration such as tissue loss in conditions like osteoporosis or after trauma, where treatment focuses on restoring what was lost. Purpose used to treat conditions of degeneration and to promote rejuvenation, that is, rasayana therapies. Next is Anyona Bhava, that is, mutual non existence. Explanation: Anyona Bhava refers to the mutual exclusion of two things. Example: the non existence of one thing in another. Example 1: Fire doesn't exist in water. Example 2: Cold doesn't exist in heat. Vriddhi: Stronger contrast between fire and water. Example: intense heat between cold. Kshaya is reduced distinction as in lukewarm water. Clinical application utilizes opposing qualities to imbalance the body. For example, hot treatments are used to counter cold disorders, or light therapy for heavy conditions like obesity. Purpose counteracts one quality with its opposite to restore harmony, such as balancing cold and dry vata with warm moisture treatment. Next is Atyanta Bhava, that is absolute non existence. Explanation: Atyanta Bhava refers to absolute non existence where something can never exist. Example 1: The non existence of horns on a rabbit. Example 2: A square circle. Vriddhi: Reinforcement of impossibility, as in a clear impossibility like a flying fish on land. Then Kshaya is imaginary or metamorphical existence, like in mythological stories, example unicorns. Clinical application recognizes the impossibility of certain conditions, preventing unnecessary treatments. For example, trying to regenerate a completely destroyed organ may be futile, and the focus should be on managing symptoms. Purpose helps practitioners avoid ineffective treatments and focus on realistic therapeutic goals, ensuring appropriate care.